Well, I have my news up here at Desawe in Kanda. This is the Founders Day edition of News 360. My name is Alfred Okansi.
And I am Portia Gabo. Coming up, the headlines.
News 360 headlines is brought to you by Deluxy Acrylic Paint, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil,
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste,
and Apart Foods,
My Life Insurance.
Coming up this evening, University of Ghana to pay $165 million judgment debt over a 2018 contract termination for the building of a 1,000-bed hostel and other facilities. We'll tell you the details.
And also coming up, Fix the Country movement after 8 protests seeks to mobilize over 1 million signatures to demand an overhaul of the 1992 Constitution.
Also tonight, bakers fear being thrown out of business as the price of wheat flour shoots up to 245 cedis a bag and increasing bread prices for consumers.
And business news tonight, National Petroleum Authority to revoke the licenses of about 80 oil marketing companies.
And on the international front, the WHO is calling for a moratorium on COVID-19 vaccine boosters until at least the end of September to enable at least 10% of the population of every country to be vaccinated. We're live on TV3 Ghana on Facebook, DSTV channel 279, all across the world on 3news.com. Let's get into it now this evening, as the University of Ghana is to pay some $165 million judgment debt as U.S. company was also awarded following the termination of a development partnership agreement to build a 1,000-bed hostel and other facilities. The deal, signed in 2016, was terminated in 2018 because the university could not secure letters of credit to back the agreement. Jifa Bampo has more in the following report.
The petitioner, W.P. Carey Investment Trust, won the $165 million judgment debt award after the University of Ghana in 2018 terminated an agreement to construct and maintain 4 new facilities and a 1,000-bed hostel on the Legon campus. The development partnership agreement was hailed by the University of Ghana in a 2015 statement on its official website as a landmark agreement by the then Vice-Chancellor, Professor Ernest Ayite, who said, quote, "The overall social impact of the project on Ghana's long-term economic development cannot be understated. It is projected that over the course of the build, operate and transfer period alone, tens of thousands of additional teachers, doctors, lawyers, engineers, as well as other critical skills professions, both at the undergraduate and graduate level, will be trained as a direct result of these expanded facilities," end quote. But unable to procure contractually required letters of credit, the Africa Integris contract was terminated in 2018. However, upon a case review by a U.S. federal judge, he determined that the deal had fallen apart much earlier with the assumption into office of a new vice-chancellor, Professor Ebenezer Odrowusu, who in February 2018 vociferously opposed the deal, saying a payment of $10 million annually for 25 years enslaved the University of Ghana and was signed without due diligence. But in March 2018, Professor Ayite issued a statement rejecting accusations from the Ministry of Education and his successor, accusing them of seeking to tarnish his reputation. It is unclear if the Attorney General's Department will take this up or that government will support the University of Ghana to honor the award payment.
We're going to stay a bit on this story in our subsequent bulletins as and when details come in and the university responds to this particular development. Yeah.
Let's now turn our attention to the Fix the Country protest, and it was a demonstration that drew thousands of people, the young and old, onto the streets to demand better governance across sectors. Conveners of the Fix the Country movement say the August 4 protest is only the beginning of a revolution. The next step is to mobilize 1 million signatures to demand an overhaul of the 1992 Constitution.
It's an opportunity I've been waiting for the past 12 years, and the opportunity has arrived for me to come out, to join the youth, to tell the youth that the day is a historic day for them to liberate themselves from the shackles of economic exploitation.
Economy ni wana say yo since he was able to tell the late president to fix Ghana, to fix the economy, we are telling him to fix Ghana for us. We are tired.
The youth of Ghana, we are suffering. Look at me. I'm a construction man. That is why I brought this one. Look, how much is cement? Today, it's 50 cedis. Look, when are we going to build?
I'm a teacher at Obuasi. You have changed the curriculum for about 2 years, but you haven't given us textbook syllabus.
The issues were quite resounding, Portia, because even with Roland Walker, where he was, also took it from another angle where hundreds of the protesters re-echoed the need for governance to be more structured, empathetic, and more responsible towards the ordinary Ghanaian.
A lot of activities ongoing, various facets of the demonstration, and of course we have great correspondents all around, but this is just a section of the crowd. You can find that a lot of chanting that is just ongoing to ensure that their grievances are met, but it is the Fix the Country demonstration, and we'll speak to a number of the protesters, but I want to ask you, what do you make of what you have done so far as protesters?
So far, so good. What we are telling the government is that it's to fix the country. These aren't good at all. We are suffering. 7 months after winning the election, look at the type of demonstrations Ghanaians are waging against the present government. It shows that he's incompetent, the corruption is too much, my brother.
For me, Nana Addo Dankwa is a failed president. All the promises promised Ghanaians, he has failed totally. And Ghanaians are yearning for him to fix the country. During the opposition, they told us many stories. And today we have seen that Nana Addo, the president of the republic, is a failed is super incompetent. And we need to change them out in 2024.
And what's your name?
My name is General Olabode Williams.
And General Olabode Williams. But let me just give you some sight and sound. You can find somebody with what we call the Potoriwa, the Eta, and all of it. As far as this is concerned, it's part of the whole sight and sounds of what it's been doing. The media is also covering this comprehensively. You have a number of people. For example, we have Favor Nunu of the BBC who is also covering, and a number of these chants are all going. So these activities are ongoing right here on the ground where we have the protest. But look, what do you make of today?
Today I've seen a marvel of things, and we are telling the government that the youth is telling him to fix the country. We are telling Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, he preached about security. He preached about education. He preached about jobs. But today, what are we seeing? Insecurity. Few people are enjoying. We are calling on Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to come to our aid. We did not vote for him to become an heir president.
There's a lot of things going on in this country that must be faced, especially our roads, our inflation taxes, everything, our harbor, the duty, the inflation rates.
I'm very sick, as you can see. But my journey no one pass. Hospital bedroom, you're probably good to me actress. Moving that's what Ghana and quiet. Moving that's the collapse. And I tell you, no value starting Ghana. Me, I go to YouTube for Monsha. Put it TV on YouTube. I'm Monsha. You probably said you in Ghana. It's a bit of one, what's a band in go. Let me catch you, but it's a buffalo. I'm going to unfold to my Ghana.
We have killer rents. As far as this is concerned, it's a protest for which they feel that they need to be heard, and it is part of the fix, the protest demonstration right here in Accra.
Well, for more on the Fix the Country protest, you can log on to our website at 3news.com, as well as on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at TV3 Ghana. Well, if you're someone who loves taking your bread in the morning, or you are a baker, this news should be of concern to you, because the price of wheat flour continues to go up, increasing from 215 cedis to 245 cedis this week. The hikes are due to shortage of ingredients to produce flour, and bakers lament the weekly increase in price has the potential of taking them out of business.
Before the lockdown last year, a 50 kg bag of wheat flour sold at 170 cedis. It's now being sold at 245 cedis.
The flour is produced in Takoradi and Tema, but the wheat which is imported is the cause of the increase.
Apart from wheat flour, the price of margarine, sugar and yeast, which are all common ingredients used in baking, have also increased. Bakers are resorting to a reduction in the size of loaves of bread to maintain the price to remain in business. Asante Bakery is popular in Nungwa and has been operating over 45 years. The impact of the coronavirus pandemic, coupled with the increase in the cost of production, has forced the company to reduce its staff strength from 20 to 6. Its industrial machines are non-operational since its daily production capacity has been reduced.
Sugar bread 24 bags, butter bread 7 bags.
Previously, we used 24 bags of flour for sugar bread, 7 bags for butter bread, and 11 bags for tea bread in a day.
This year is no longer.
Owner of the bakery, Georgina Arthur, says to remain in business, the size of a bread loaf had to be reduced.
This the penny be what you say.
Every week, the price of flour is increased and the quantity is also reduced.
Bread retailers are worried about the complaints from consumers.
Previously, the 5 cedi bread was big enough, so the consumers were content.
As prices of flours and margarine keeps increasing on weekly basis, bakers say they have no option than to reduce the sizes of the bread to remain in business. Perhaps consumers may have to carry an extra cash if they want to get a loaf of bread to their satisfaction. Sarah Apenkro Paku, TV3 News, Asante Bakery, Nungwa.
Portia, this is certainly not good news.
Yes, it's certainly not, because I love taking my bread in the morning. And
you have no idea.
The increase certainly will be passed on to the consumer.
Absolutely. They are not for the Christmas. And you see, to the extent that they are not going to increase the prices, they'll reduce the size of the loaf. It's the same with kenke.
Exactly.
Now, the 1 cedi 50 pesos kenke, because of the shortage of maize, it's like the fist of a 5-year-old. I mean, you just take 2 and it's finished. I mean, and that's how serious the situation is. And the cost of living is increasing, and the evidence is clear. I mean, for viewers out there who are also experiencing it one way or the other. And we're going to stay on this in our subsequent bulletins, analyzing how the impact of such increase in some of these inputs is having a direct impact on the output as we have it. But one of the country's long-standing debates has been the Founders' Day celebration. Well, today, while some consider Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as the country's sole founder, others are of the view that many individuals contributed to the founding of Ghana with a focus on members of the Big Six. Godfred Tenam, in the following report, takes a look at the controversy surrounding the celebration.
This is the third commemoration of Founders' Day since the assumption of office of President Akufo-Addo. The justification is made for the recognition of founders such as other members of the Big Six and not a single founder, as had been the case between 2009 and 2016. Parliament approved legislation making August 4 the day covering all those who played a key role in the liberation of the country. 3 years on, the debate continues unabated about the extent of the role of members of the UGCC versus that of Kwame Nkrumah. In 2017, former Speaker of Parliament Professor Michael Quay, in a public lecture as part of Ghana's 60th Independence Anniversary celebrations, challenged the position of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as the founder of Ghana.
I have great regard for Dr. Nkrumah as a great Ghanaian, but the truth must be told. Before the arrival of Nkrumah, some gallant Ghanaians were taking steps to lead Ghana to independence. That is truism. He came to help in achieving an independence which others had conceptualized.
President Akufo-Addo, in the 2019 Founders' Day celebration, described as needless controversies the argument of who founded Ghana.
It is unfortunate that 62 years after independence, the history of these events continues to be embroiled in needless controversy, due largely to partisan political considerations of the moment. It is time we rose above partisan considerations, set the record straight, recognize the collective efforts in gaining our freedom and independence from colonial rule, reject the trivialization of our past, and do right by our history.
Members of the Nkrumah's tradition have criticized President Akufo-Addo and the MPP's position. Their view is that the day seeks to promote a skewed view of Ghana's history, to recognize the father of the president, Edward Akufo-Addo, the uncle, J.B. Dankwa, and present them as leading figures in Ghana's fight for independence and the forebearers of the new patriotic party's tradition.
Meanwhile, General Secretary of the Convention People's Party, CPP, Nana Yajanto, has described the choice of August 4 as Founders' Day as a complete miscarriage of truth. She tells Godfred Tanam the people who were against Ghana's freedom want to take glory for what they did not fight for.
It is unfortunate that at this moment, anybody would claim that it is not Kwame Nkrumah who founded Ghana. It is a truth. I mean, it's a truth that cannot be hidden. And I don't know where this one is coming from, where today, 4th August, is a day that is being touted or described as a Founders' Day.
She said no one is against the celebration of leaders, but the contribution of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah towards the independence of Ghana is unmatchable.
I think that they have carried on that kind of vindictiveness, that kind of friction between the Matimihu group and the CPP, the UP tradition. Anything that is in Nkrumah as we are today is denigrated. It is made to us to see, and even the young ones to believe, that Kwame Nkrumah wasn't right for Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah was a dictator. Kwame Nkrumah didn't find Ghana and all that.
What she described as deliberate distortion of the country's history, she noted will be corrected.
When these ills are done, it doesn't stay on forever. Certainly there's coming a time that there will be an intervention to correct the history of this country.
General Secretary of the People's National Convention, Janet Nabla, maintains that Kwame Nkrumah should be celebrated separately.
Today should have been a day designated to the one person who came out of the lot to fight for the for the attainment of independence for all. So making it Founders Day and bringing a whole lot of people in, we are thinking that it is very, very unfair. We are not saying that they shouldn't celebrate the others. There could have been a way to celebrate them too.
Significantly, the Founders Day is marked for Ghanaians to take the opportunity to reflect the sacrifices of their forebears who fought for independence.
Well, let's get into COVID now. It's of concern and the increasing cases. According to the statistics from Ghana Health Service, Ghana's total COVID-19 case count now stands at 106,434 with 6,766 active cases. Director General of the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Patrick Kumabwaji, made this known at a media briefing here in Accra.
The current situation is that as of the 1st of August, we have confirmed a total of 106,434 cases, and that the total tests done is 1,449 million tests, with about 98,814 recoveries, and we have so far recorded 854 deaths. Current active case is 6,766. And this is quite worrying. So that tells us that in the last few weeks, we have increased, our active cases are increased from 1,600, that's in the last 1 month, to 6,000, to over 6,000 in 1 month. There's been a very steep rise in the active cases in the last 2 weeks. We have increasing hospitalization and deaths. We are having some emerging hotspots outside Accra and Kumasi we know of. That is now, we have Volta having new cases. Bono and Bono is also sharing some cases. We also have workplace and school outbreaks taking place. So there's a total disregard to the views of the face mask by the general population.
Well, so, Portia, another issue of concern is the increasing cases of COVID that was recorded in the various schools across different levels. So, according to the Ghana Health Service, 404 schools across different levels of our education have actually recorded COVID cases. That's an increase of the case that we had earlier. So there's increasing cases of schools recording COVID, and that's of worry as well. What I want you to do right now is follow me closely, because over the last 3 weeks, I'll show you how the case count has increased with specific reference to the active cases, the recovered persons, and then people who have died unfortunately as a result of COVID. What you see on your screen is 3 weeks ago, 11 July 2021, active cases 1,982. Keep that in mind. The people who had recovered at the time was 94,343. Unfortunately, as at 11 July, we had lost some 799 people. Now, fast forward to today, as at August 1. The update that was given today is as at August 1, 2021, 3 weeks on from July 11. Active cases shot up by over 5,000, 6,766. The persons who had recovered also increased by almost the same margin, a little over 4,000, 98,814. The number of people who have died between July 11 and August 1 shot up to 854. Now, the emphasis is this. Now, at least from what we are seeing now, it appears that between July 11 and August 1, according to the Ghana Health Service's own statistics, 55 people, unfortunately, have died as a result of COVID in 3 weeks in this country. That's the picture. That's what's happening. And Dr. Patrick Kumabwaji Portia was very clear in his words that the statistics are alarming. This represent human beings who have died as a result of COVID.
Well, while we are waiting the vaccines to come, your safest bet now is to mask up and adhere to the safety protocols. You're watching News 360 live from the News Hub. We have the very latest in the world of business news coming up shortly with Eton Amsey. Don't go away.
Mama. Mommy.
Mama Chelsea.
Fe.
Different era, better result. Time has changed and time has brought Kel Chocolate Toothpaste, healthy gums, anti-cavity, fresher breath, and it whitens teeth. Kel Chocolate Toothpaste, Sankofa.
Yenchi, Kel Chocolate Toothpaste.
Happy smile.
I'm going to interview Zuzum right here in my house. Hey!
Look up there. Why are you using inferior pen?
It was a mistake. I no check.
Acrobat, I'm going to knock you out.
I know, sir.
You deserve quality.
Don't make mistakes. Stop.
You did the right thing.
When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint me champion.
Can you picture? Jam, boy, I don't know.
Is that not your wife?
Every time your children are falling sick, you don't have money.
Stop, everyone! Baby. What's setting me up for tonight? You know I like that sweet-scented insecticide spray. You know, little bit on the porch. Now the be up in the living room. That what you hear. Me love you, me baby. Although you're dead. Of course, I take very good care of my wife and children, so I always win. If you want to protect your family against mosquitoes, there's still this sweet scented perfume coil now. I repel mosquitoes. I know I'm always baby. And the spray also sweet scented. It kills all crawling and flying insects. Heaven insecticide. Oh, sharp no. When the badamoshi, prevention is always better than Maunsanka or Heaven insecticide spray. And in the coil, if you say heaven dear,
this advertisement has been vetted and approved by the
I love football. Football can be a dirty game, on or off the pitch. Even when I'm trying to score at a party, stains find a way of tracking me down. But I don't worry at all, because I have Cleansoft. Use new Cleansoft 360 Deep Clean, a unique formula with active ingredients and enzymes that gets rid of all stubborn stains and leaves your clothes smelling wonderful. Cleansoft, my favorite. Cleansoft 360 Deep Clean, clean all.
Absolutely delicious. Hello, my name is Na Ashoko, and today I've got a great new recipe to share with you. We start by putting in a flour. Yogurt is a great alternative. NutriDay yogurt offers this great alternative fortified with zinc, B vitamins, and vitamin A. I'll see you next time.
For generations, Ghanaians have had one thing in common, and that's the way we start our day. Wherever your day will take you, start with the energy from Cadbury Richoco, made from the finest Ghanaian cocoa.
This advert is FDA approved.
Mama!
Meow.
And I can't stand it!
Just a moment.
And now power, huh?
Yeah!
Oh yeah, Jack Macron no more. It's you cannot guess there. Hey yo, contomre. What okuni? Tomato sauce only a baby. And a pasadine for box with salad here. Hey yo, stew. And a jollofa. Never to one. That don't know it though. Or to that. And the ball of ya. Or made to bunny a doa. You want a pasta sauce? Check for you, sir. Oh, more tasty. And a big beans for the breakfast. Let's all salad in the man. Oh, she. And a tuna. We can puffle. Let's all salad in the man. Oh, taste good. And a pan on dairy creamer. 4 box with so kinsey. Oats. Na cremitino. You want and a spaghetti. Talia Papa B. Mansunin Sijadum Re, Nafa and a prospect get in the gum. Who and a Pataliano are ready for what? On you with you. So I am no so good.
Dem de ruboyi FDA ashishemu ajatu.
The business segment is brought to you by MTN, Roma Insecticide Spray and Coil,
West Hills Ridge Property, Eden Heights, Lufat.
Let's do business now. My name is Eton Amse. The National Petroleum Authority is set to revoke the licenses of about 80 oil marketing companies in the country. The Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid, who made this known, warned most non-operational OMCs and those evading taxes will be clamped down.
According to Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid, many OMCs currently fall short of the requirement in holding the operational licenses. He said there are currently 170 OMCs operating in the sector, of which 80 of them are non-operational. The NPA CEO disclosed that the NPA Act is set to be reviewed after 16 years of operation to ensure that those who require OMC's licenses really do have the capacity to operate in the industry. Meanwhile, the CEO of the Association of Oil Marketing Companies, Kweku Ajimandria, has appealed to the NPA to take steps to check activities of some new entrants who are taking advantage of the loopholes in the system to make huge profits. He maintained that the failure of the NPA to check such corporates is a disincentive to the OMCs who play by the rules.
A chartered economist, Joe Jackson, says the only way to fix the nation is for government to roll out a holistic policy to grow the private sector. He noted a supportive environment for the sector will bolster job creation and offer employment for the youth.
We've just paid lip service. We've got to sit down. If there's one thing to be fixed, we've got to sit down and say, what are the real practical ways that we can make the private sector work better, that we can make everybody at least employ somebody, start a business, grow their business in a small way. You see, the government provides employment for 500 people. It wants accolades. The private sector will provide employment for 500,000 people because they are small. One person here, 5 people here, 15 people there, and that's the only way to go. A young man who's out of school and has only got a laptop and a few ideas to start a business and bring his friend in, bring another young man in and get it to work. The young lady who's come out of school has got ideas and something, should start it. The older person who has a business going should feel that he can employ 5 more people for the business, and so on and so forth. That's how we're going to fix this country.
The Ghana Chamber of Mines is strengthening its partnerships with government in order to resolve the many challenges the mining industry is faced with. The chambers met with the Parliamentary Select Committee on Mines and Energy to seek their collaboration in promoting the industry. The meeting between the Ghana Chamber of Mines and the Parliamentary Select Committee on Mines and Energy looked at how Ghana can take advantage of the decline of mining in South Africa and the growth in mineral production in the sub-region and the opportunities it provides for Ghana.
We think mining is playing a key role in the economic development of Ghana, as it were. But there's so much potential that we can take advantage of, including ensuring that as stakeholders we work in a concerted manner to establish manufacturing bases and service delivery offices in Ghana.
CEO of the chamber, Suleiman Koni, noted the chamber is self-funding a study on the positioning of Ghana as the hub of mining support services in West Africa, adding that mining should be a catalyst for enhancing local content as well as integrating the sector into the non-mineral economy.
The theme is don't just think about fiscal from the mining industry. The mining industry provides huge value and opportunity for us. And we count on the back of our mining industry grow various sectors of the economy. That is what we want to see. And slowly, as we harness this, you will see that the face of our mining community, even the whole country, will change.
The chamber is soliciting the support of the committee to optimize the inherent value of the mining sector for the benefit of all stakeholders. Remember, there's a lot more business news on 3news.com. My name is Eton Amse. That'll be it for business for tonight.
If you wake up and don't want to smile, if it takes just a little while, open your eyes and just look at the day. You know you'll see things in a different way. Oh, don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here.
Have you heard of Eden Heights, a luxury gated residential development located in the heart of Accra West, just behind West Hills Mall? It's Accra's best kept secret, a master planned community of modern styled apartments and penthouses bearing the superior seal of grade A finishing. Eden Heights promises residents convenience, security, and comfort. For an all-inclusive and self-contained living experience, Eden Heights is your best choice. You're guaranteed a wide variety of social and recreational conveniences right at your doorstep, including open green spaces, soccer pitch, swimming pools, tennis court, fitness center, playgrounds, and entertainment facilities. Reserve your luxury apartment on our limited promotional offer with just 25,000 CDs. Call 050-1531-444 for more information and to book a viewing. Terms and conditions apply. Eden Heights, welcome home.
The show was a jar oba and
the groom is sick.
What?
Malaria.
Malaria. Lufat. Lufat.
Injija woman malaria and kawon to them. Lufat, a malaria drop a cope.
And now you may kiss the bride.
Entrance Pharmaceuticals and Research Center. And I Lufat. Lufat, a two malaria sententem. FDA, I say a day in Kratway Ajatum say a ye.
It's time to believe in you. We are changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Puma, yeah. Believe it, you can achieve. Puma, oh yeah. Clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we start. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Should you rumor to me?
Tonton master, a baby you want to kiss oh madahati. Roma insecticide spray ada Roma. Interfere, Entatia, make it ha. No way. Shemikuno, and Tonton Bako crown fanamo. And also a pussy. Roma insecticide spray and mosquito crab. I'm out there with a show. Roma,
Roma and Tonton Master.
Sports segment is brought to you by
Cal Kids Toothpaste.
Hello, good evening. Let's do sports news now here on News 360. My name is Yao Ofusulabi. Now, Canada's Andre de Grasse won his first gold and fifth Olympic medal overall as he overhauled world champion Noah. News as well, Manchester City are closing in on a £100 million signing of Aston Villa skipper Jack Grealish. A deal could be concluded in time for the England midfielder to play in the Community Shield against Leicester City on Saturday. Also, our final story this evening, and it's quite some happy news because Inter Milan say Christian Eriksen is in excellent mental and physical shape after his first visit to their training ground since his cardiac arrest in June. Now, Eriksen is continuing his recovery after collapsing during Denmark's opening match at Euro 2020. The 29-year-old former Tottenham player had a heart-starting device fitted in the days after the match with Finland. On Wednesday, Eriksen met Inter teammates, staff and directors at the Serie A club's Suning training center. The Italian champions said in a statement on their website that Eriksen is doing well and is in excellent physical and mental shape. Well, on that happy note, we end the sports news here on News 360. My name is Yao Fusilavi.
Direct. Now, what's this saying? With Dewa NLA 539 Direct, you only have to select up to 5 numbers from 1 to 39. To play, dial *446# across all mobile networks and select option 1. With a minimum of 2 Ghana cedis, you can bet on Direct 1. Match the first number and win 20 times your stake. Direct 2. Match 2 numbers and win 45 times your stake. Direct 3. Match 3 numbers and win 400 times your stake. Direct 4. Match 4 and win 5,000 times your stake. Direct 5. Match all 5 numbers to win 50,000 times your stake. The more you play, the more you win. Look out for the draw results on TV3 News at 7 p.m. Win easy, win every day with Dewa NLA 539 Direct. Afa, win you know, it choke.
Hello there. We know what matters today, don't we? Hurry up. Follow safety measures. Drive for hours. Grab a perfect spot. Park smoothly. And then visit another shop and scroll for the opportunities. Tap to pay. Enjoy that extra reward. Get 10% extra cash back when you pay with Visa. How you pay matters.
Kellogg's Moons had stars. Astro Coco, where is the Milky Way?
It's this way. And where there's moons and chocolatey stars,
That's where the fun starts.
mission begin.
Yay!
Mission accomplished.
Yummy! So milky and chocolatey.
Introducing Kellogg's Moons and Stars.
This advert is FDA approved.
I'm at the station. Please, can you give me the direction? Ask anyone. Okay, madam.
Madam Punchy Peach.
Why you go Punchy Peach? Coso Road. Now, where is number 4 Enumde Avenue?
Croissant. Front right, sharp left.
Please, direct me to number 4 Enumde Avenue. One fire you go Punchy Peach. And give me direction to number 4 Enumde Avenue.
Go, sir.
Please, can you direct me to number 24 Enumde Avenue?
Keep going with the goodness of the new Fan Yogo Punchy Peach. So cool, so good.
I am hosting the family. And the ones who judge everything you do will also be there.
I think you should put the children in another school, okay?
You're too lenient with them.
Sister, you cannot dress like that, oh.
Though people sometimes feel differently, you must be strong and confident in your decisions. But one thing they'll always agree on is the delicious taste of your cooking. With its rich color and thick paste, Tasty Tom Enriched Tomato Mix is strengthened with fiber and vitamins to provide delicious and nutritious meals for the whole family. Tasty Tom Enriched Tomato Mix. Strength comes from within.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hi folks, there are many things to love about Ghana.
I love my market.
And now, there's one more. Your favorite Munchie Milk Shortcake is now made in Ghana. If you wanna own, munch it to happiness.
This advert is FDA approved.
Vehicles. New Elise flagship. Be bold. Be extraordinary.
We believe in the promise of your talent. We believe in your zeal to succeed, your passion for building a great future. We see your imaginations coming to life. Work your way up. Leave the push to us. We'll build a future with you protected because we've seen humanity through it all in over 175 years. We know you will make it. Be inspired by the future, imagine it and live it. At Old Mutual, we support you with total insurance solutions for individuals and corporate organizations. Let's help you achieve your financial dreams with our tailor-made pension plans. Old Mutual, over 175 years of doing greater things.
So that mom can be able to open the door. This is it.
Here's my brother doing something special. He's setting the camera up with another bright idea.
Let's just open the door.
Yay!
Mom, I got this.
Now you can be part of the extraordinary world of endless possibilities on Vodafone. With the best value and amazing data offers and services available in Ghana, your dreams are achievable. Get more for less with Vodafone data. Vodafone. Together we can.
Coming up in this segment, the World Health Organization is calling for a moratorium on COVID-19 vaccine boosters until at least the end of September, as it would enable at least 10% of the population of every country to be vaccinated. WHO head says he understands the concern of all governments to protect their people from the Delta variant, but it cannot accept countries that have already used most of the global supply of the vaccines using even more of it. He asserted that G20 nations had an important leadership role to play, as those countries were the biggest producers, the biggest consumers, and the biggest donors of COVID-19 vaccines. Last week, Israeli President Isaac Herzog received a third shot of the coronavirus vaccine, kicking off a campaign to give booster doses to people aged over 60 as part of efforts to slow the spread of the highly contagious Delta variant in the country.
As more international news on 3news.com, let's get into entertainment news now.
Entertainment news segment is brought to you by Puma Drinks.
Multiple award-winning Ghanaian highlife singer Kwabwa has been explaining why some celebrities refuse to add their voices to the Fix the Country campaign. Speaking on TV3's New Day earlier today, the incessant hitmaker noted most celebrities have been silent on championing this agenda because of the politicization tag attached to the movement. That's what he said earlier.
And on a holiday like this, you should be listening to this song right in bed, sipping tea and enjoying the Aquabwa Senior and Aquabwa Junior. We are privileged, though you are home enjoying, to be in the studio with Aquabwa Junior. He says he's now the lighthouse of Ghana in terms of music, and because he's bringing out an album titled The Lighthouse, and he has songs on it that he's released, and we're going to talk about that and more. Good morning, happy holiday to you.
Good morning, happy holiday to you.
And so he was telling me off head, I didn't know that today was a holiday. So, so can I ask you, well, since you didn't know?
In fact, I don't even know what holiday it is.
Charlie, Adrina is she.
I'm just coming home.
Oh, yes, come home. You didn't meet people on the streets when you were coming?
No.
You don't know that there's a protest going on?
No, I don't.
Hey, so you don't know there's Fix the Country happening today?
I don't know.
What do you know?
Me waking up in the morning, like thinking of what to do. The songs that I have,
that you have to promote.
Yeah, incomplete songs that I want to do, and then going to the studio to go and finish it up.
Yeah,
that's all I think.
That's all he thinks of, you know. And that's why the people who are on the streets, they are not happy. They say you, the celebrity, you don't think about them. You that you have the voice to say fix the country. No,
the thing is, you see, it's not like we don't want to talk about it, but Ghanaians, some of us have a way of politicizing everything that comes. So you might want to talk about it, but then the moment you start talking about it, you might think you are an MPB or an NDC or blah blah. That is why sometimes we would want to rather stay back and then not say anything about it. But then definitely it would have been something good to talk about it. But Charlie, I need to share.
Wow, yes, smallish dada.
Because I'm doing my time there.
But let's talk about Lighthouse. You know, that's the album that is coming up.
Exactly.
And I hear that you say that because of that album, you're the lighthouse of Ghana music.
Yeah.
I really want to get more understanding into this Lighthouse album and how it has made you the lighthouse of Ghana music.
You see, we must understand that regardless of the genres like that we are doing in Ghana, high life is our light. When you step out of Ghana to other countries and they ask you what kind of songs do Ghanaians do, the only thing that will come into your mind is high life.
Oh, but recently Shaza was asked, he said he didn't know what kind of genre or what kind of songs to say we do. So
trust me, he knows. He knows.
You're sure he knows?
Yeah.
Well, so tomorrow, all things being equal, Kessie Jabeng, special prosecutor, will be sworn in tomorrow by the president at the presidency. So Nana Kwekwedia, who is our presidential correspondent, will be there. We'll be bringing you all the details about the swearing in tomorrow of lawyer Kessie Jabeng. Stay with us here across all media general platforms. But as well, tomorrow morning, myself and the team from 5:55 a.m. to 10 a.m. will be on 3FM 92.7. Join me to talk about the issues happening today in that's Fix the Country protests and matters arising. My name is Alfred Okansi.
And I am Portia Gabo. Enjoy the rest of our programs. Good evening.